Hello, Mugs of the Month. I had a thought that I wanted to talk about, which I decided to use the avenue of recording more Sonic Dash gameplay videos as my primary exploration of this thought. I can't remember if I turned sound effects back on or off. Okay, they're turned on. Hopefully my audio is still fine then. But while recording the last episode of this, I kind of noticed that solo commentary of an unedited playthrough of the game is really, really hard. And to be fair, I am a novice, I never was one to imagine, oh, I want to be a YouTuber when I grow up and practice for it or buy equipment towards that end. Watched plenty, obviously, but not really done it myself. If anything, the Mugcord plays Pokemon Nuzlocke that we're doing actively, obviously, was my first real, oh, I'm recording myself on mic for the sake of, a Let's Play. But that's, for all intents and purposes, just, sitting in a group of friends and, talking about a game, and it just happens that there's a camera on, and I, play things up for the sake of not a laugh, because I'm not so much aiming to be funny, but, for the sake of, I don't know, comedic-ish exaggeration. It was when I started doing the Sonic Dash ones myself, just, I don't know, for fun, for the hell of it, because I thought it would be funny to do Mugcord YouTube videos, that I, properly sat down and recorded something for myself. And yeah, no, I'm not very good at it. If you remember from last episode, there was a whole lot of, me saying, or just pausing and being, completely silent altogether. And once I had finished recording that, once it posted and once I listened back to it, yeah, I just started thinking, is it any wonder that solo Let's Playing as a format has kind of died out in the modern day? The most obvious factor as to why that's the case is streaming, obviously. Why would you solo record yourself playing a game in its entirety and just uploading, full unedited chunks of gameplay, not even a highlight reel, when you could stream it instead? And then, you've got people to talk to. It's easier to do that because there's a Twitch chat you can look at. You've got people donating, giving you money. It's probably a better way to make money off of content creation and Let's Plays than just solo Let's Play parts, of course. Because the other approach that you'll see, or, there are a couple other approaches you'll see. I kind of want to talk about all of them, but, the main way in which solo Let's Plays persist outside of streaming them to Twitch or YouTube or whatever is what I'm going to describe as the highlight reel variant, where you do record yourself playing a game, in full, but then you, or maybe an editor you hired, goes back, cuts through the footage, makes just an edited, compressed version with only the parts that you think are really fun or important, and then just uploads that. And that format has existed for a long time, obviously. People haven't been streaming forever because they couldn't stream forever, but people have been doing that way of YouTube videos pretty much forever. There were a lot of channels I watched when I was younger that would make videos of that sort. And that's fun, and it works, and I like it, obviously. The other popular method by which Let's Plays still persist, even if they're not streamed, is group Let's Plays. Because, hey, same thing I was talking about when I brought up Pokemon, it's much, much easier to do a Let's Play for anyone, and to a good degree more fun to do one, if you are hanging out with your friends, and suddenly it's an activity with friends. You can record the game, you're both talking to each other, the whole time, or both or more. Some Let's Play channels have more than 2 hosts. Yeah, you see that with, I don't want to say channels that do that because I don't want to invoke other channel names, because if I tell you about other YouTube channels, then you're going to want something other than Mugcord, and we can't have that. No, it's actually because I feel like my point is more valid if I... Nah. Look, fucking Alpharad Gold, okay? That's the Let's Play channel I watch primarily. That's 2 hosts, sometimes more. That's a great way to get content out. Or, you know, Game Grumps is another example. I do not watch Game Grumps anymore, but, like, yeah, it's easy to do solo pair Let's Play content. Doing it solo is a lot harder. You need to talk a lot more, you've got a lot less, like... It's less forgiving, in a sense. I did not see that bad nick there. And I don't know, I guess it's just like... It's kind of sad to think that that type of Let's Playing has lost its, like, presence, I guess. And again, it makes sense, because you could just stream instead, and then get, like, a very similar experience. Or, you could do an edited highlight reel, and you'll get more viewer retention in the video. It'll be, like, funnier, or whatever. Or just more generally entertaining. The likes of your Donkeys do that type of thing, of course, and more channels that I can't name because I don't pay too much attention to the YouTube gaming sphere these days. God, remember actual YouTube gaming? That sure was a thing. Fuck, I was just silent for a couple seconds in a row, thereby proving my point. The only reason I've otherwise been able to say so much, like, up to this point, is because I kind of had... not like a script, but I had in mind the things I wanted to talk about making this video because of, you know, thinking about it on my own time. The one other Let's Play type that I can think of is the post-commentary Let's Play, where you record all the gameplay footage yourself, just alone or whatever, and then later on, you just kind of record yourself talking over it. And that's a format that doesn't really happen these days, as far as I know. Other than for dedicated walkthroughs, obviously, but, like, a lot of those are kind of gonna edit themselves to get to the point and help people out on specific things, you know? The one big channel that I can think of that does still do post-commentary... Actually, no, he doesn't. Wait, does he? I'm talking about Chugga Conroy. Chugga Conroy, I don't remember if he does post-commentary or not. I don't actually, like, watch Chugga Conroy necessarily. I'm just familiar with the type of ways that he does Let's Plays. And his content is, like, immaculate. It's not necessarily my type of thing. But, like, you know, The one Chugga Conroy LP that I've seen some amount of is his Xenoblade Chronicles LP. You know, the one that got a lot of people into Xenoblade. That one, I can't remember if it's post-commentary or not. Actually, it must be. Look, anyway, the post-commentary type of Let's Play, you record the fucking thing. I really did not want to die here, but oh well. Record the thing, then talk over it, and that way you can kind of ensure that there's less boring periods, because you've got the ability to script it live to meaningfully react on things that are happening. Because you already know what's to come, you can talk a little bit more about your process, how you felt at this point. In the case of Chugga Conroy, I wouldn't describe it as a as a walkthrough per se, but he almost frames them in a walkthrough-esque way where he exposes you to all the pieces of content in a game. And that is a cool, valid format of Let's Play that exists, you know, just show everybody everything, and your post-commentary can just be talking about the game, interesting development tidbits. In Chugga Conroy's case, he has, like, full-on graphics for certain things that are coming up, and I remember in the Xenoblade one, there were portions where he was just like, okay, I'm going to go do a bunch of menial side quests, and in the meantime, here's some of the game's background music, so you can really appreciate it. And that's a very fucking cool way to do solo Let's Plays. Yeah, to be fair, if you know a lot about the game you're playing, if you're super familiar with it, you do have the opportunity in a solo Let's Play to talk a lot about the game, maybe its development, maybe your own thoughts and feelings on the way it designs things. Um, Back when I did watch Game Grumps, I remember there was an era where they uploaded a couple solo Let's Plays for various reasons, and like Dan would play some old PC, like slightly text-based exploration games or whatever that he grew up on, had a lot of nostalgia for, and knew a lot of the secrets for. So he was able to go through the game, kind of talk about what it is to him, stories he felt while playing it, and it was really nice. It was relaxing even. Um, and then I know Aaron did a solo Let's Play of Mega Man X, and I don't quite remember that one as well, but I think he was talking a lot about like his opinions on the game and its design, and talking back about like sequelitis, the episode he made on it, and being Aaron, he probably also said a lot of like stupid poopy dickbot or whatever. Maybe he didn't. I don't remember. Um, but yeah, like the solo Let's Play is just the solo. You're reacting live, but you're not actually recording it live or live streaming it or whatever. You're just talking over a game as you play it. That format just doesn't seem to exist as much these days. I wonder if maybe because a lot of the channels that got a lot of subscribers doing it did, something different. They did edited highlight reels, your PewDiePies and your Dunkies, or they did like, they live streamed it and then cut down the recording for YouTube. That's like your small ants or whatever. And several more. I have to assume that maybe the reason the type that I am doing literally right now, where I am just recording myself talk over a game I'm playing, and I'm playing it at the same time as I talk over it, and I'm not live streaming it or anything. I assume maybe that died out because of the fact that, like, it is probably more. I don't want to say more boring, but maybe less marketable, Like, we're in an era where everything is monetized, everything needs to be as, like, immediate, instant gratification as possible. You need to grab the viewer's attention in 5 seconds or whatever. If your video has subtitles, it doesn't have a full line of subtitles, it has one word popping up on the screen at a time, subtitles. That type of thing. We're in that era, so I feel like just somebody talking over a game normally, not really playing it up, just kind of having their natural reaction, and they're not sitting socializing and talking to a chat and saying, oh, thanks for the donation. They're just playing the game normally and speaking over it. We're in an era where that's not really, like, met with the same interest as it used to be, I suppose. And, I'm not saying that's, like, a bad thing, per se. I like my edited down highlight reels of videos or people playing games. I don't need to see every single thing that happens. And I don't watch a lot of solo Let's Players. I mostly... Well, I mean, I don't watch a lot of Let's Players in general. It really is just, Alpha Gold. But, like, that's a pair still. I don't watch solo Let's Plays. I watch two people talk, and I just listen to their conversations and think, oh, that's kind of interesting. And then the other fucking place, like, we also all have phones and shit now. So, aside from the fact that if you're watching a Let's Play on your computer, you can just tab over, obviously. Because now computers are also strong enough to be able to do that, whereas they might not have been as such in the 2000s. I'm maybe making that up. You could tab over. I mean, the point I more bring up is, like, you are much more likely to watch... If you watch Let's Plays, you probably don't actually watch them as much as you just put them on in another tab and go do something else. Maybe you play a game on your phone, maybe you open another tab where you scroll through Twitter or whatever, maybe you do something slightly productive, while that Let's Play's on in the background. I don't really know. Um, I, for one, know that when I watch this video back after I upload it, I will almost certainly be playing Bloons Tower Defense on my phone or something. Um, or, tabbed over to Tumblr to scroll down and see what new anime girl art people have been posting. Um, Maybe I'll be tabbed into Mugcord, posting about nothing. I don't know. Um, like, I guess, like, the type of, I'm trying to actually think what point I want to make here, because to be fair, like, the hyper-edited highlights are probably less backgroundy because they're designed to attract your attention. Whereas, like, a group Let's Play or a solo Let's Play is more likely to just be on a tab in the background while you do other stuff. I don't know if I can extrapolate much from that fact, but, it is interesting, I suppose. I think a Let's Play like, or I'm assuming, again, I don't watch Chugga Conroy personally, so I don't necessarily know how his viewers, like, consume his content. But I think for something like that, where it's, like, almost, not scripted, but, like, very post-commentary, whole lot of research goes into the game, there's clear goals in every episode, something like that. I think with that, you would probably actually watch that, you wouldn't tap out. Like, Chugga Conroy specifically talks so much about the game he's playing and shows off how cool he thinks the game is, to where, yeah, why would you tab away from that? You're missing, like, half the point. Because it is Chugga Conroy, but he's Let's Playing this game that he cares about, and you want to see it too, don't you? But maybe other people, maybe some people watch those and just tab out, because maybe it's, like, relaxing or something. Again, some solo Let's Plays are, like, quiet, easy, you don't really need to pay too much attention. It's, I don't know, there's a lot that can be considered hypothetically. I have had the thought of me, like, recording myself playing some actual PC games. The problem is, like, it's easy to record myself playing Sonic Dash or whatever, because my phone just has a screen record function. Okay, I'll just turn on screen record, and it listens for my voice as well if I toggle that. Great, now I've recorded a whole video. That is like a native thing that my phone's operating system just does. But on PC, like, you need to get actual editing software. So all of a sudden it's not quite as easy to completely fucking, I don't know, record shit. But it might be kind of fun. But then I also have the thought that it's like, oh, what do I even play on my PC other than Celeste and old Sonic games? And then, like, in the case of the Sonic games, I don't even have much of a goal, necessarily, other than, like, get A ranks or whatever in Sonic Adventure 2. There's not much for me to really make a Let's Play out of there, I suppose. And Celeste, well, I just beat Farewell earlier today, so I beat Celeste. What do I Let's Play? Oh, I beat this level, again. It's already complete on my file, but, sorry if I don't want to do that. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I've kind of exhausted everything that I had to say on this topic, so let's kill myself. Yeah, that'll do. And run, character bonus, fuck yeah, rings, fuck yeah, defeat boss, yeah, ooh, boom, gamer, I've got money. Look, you can't buy Rockstar Rouge anymore because her event starts in a couple actual days. By the way, did you notice I turned on show, like, swipes and taps or whatever? I don't like this on a software level. I hate seeing it. It's, like, intrusive. But I thought, oh, maybe this will make the video look slightly more interesting in some way, shape, or form. You guys can see what I'm actually doing with my fingers when I play the Endless Runner mobile game where you swipe left, right, up, and down. Much to consider. This is a very important thing. Although, again, I'm probably going to tab out of this video when I'm watching it, so I won't even notice until I talk about it in this part of the video. Maybe you won't notice either, because maybe you're also tabbing out. Tegan, if Tegan even watches this. I don't know if he watched the last one yet. Which, to be fair, is probably because it's like an hour long, so like I'm not actually blaming him. Um. Anyway, bye.